Surgiversary. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it has been 1 year. A year ago today, I was almost 100 pounds heavier than I am today. It is unreal. Unreal. So, let me give you a quick rundown of the stats. I am Michelle. I am 40 years old. I am 5'7.5". My highest recorded weight was 287 pounds. On the day of surgery, I was 263 pounds. And today I am 178 pounds. So yeah, this is actually a gain, I think, from last week. I think last week I was 177, and I have seen 175 in the days in between this video and last video. But today I'm rocking a 178. So, yeah, I'm laughing about it. It's okay. You know, it is okay. I am, you know, doing the best that I can. I'm doing my best. I am still trying to do a 3 meals a day plan, mostly raw. But, you know, I have actually put in some more carbs than I've had in really since before I've had surgery. Like I've had some ramen and, you know, I've had toast. I've been really craving toast lately. I think I talked about that before. I don't know why, but you know, I'm happy with where I'm at. I really wanted to be, if you watched my previous videos, I talked about wanting to be at my goal weight by a year out, which is 163. And I'm really close. I'm not there, and it's a little disappointing, but at the same time, I have come so far that I cannot be anything more than proud of myself and happy to be where I am. So now that I'm a year out, I wanted to talk about some of the things that I have realized, that I've learned in that year. And so if you see me looking down, I've got some notes here because I don't want to forget anything. And these things are things that may seem obvious to you, maybe not. And I just want to be honest with you about what to expect. And hopefully, you know, this will mean something to you. One thing that I have learned is that vitamins, and I've talked about this before in my channel, vitamins are essential. Keeping up with the vitamin B and iron in particular, and for us gals, calcium and vitamin D is absolutely 100% essential. I have developed deficiencies since having the surgery because I wasn't that vigilant in the beginning with my vitamins. I was, you know, kind of hit or miss with it. I didn't think it was that important because I had never really had to do it before. Like I've always done multivitamins hit or miss, you know, like if I had them, I'd take them, you know, but I wasn't like religious about it. Like if I forgot, I forgot, no big deal. And never before had I been anemic or deficient in vitamin B or D or anything like that. And, you know, since having the surgery, I've become anemic. I'm having to do B12 injections, and it has not been cool. It's not been good. So yeah, that is super important. If you are fresh out from surgery, be totally anal about this. Do not skimp or skip vitamins ever, 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 ever. The other thing is that I've learned is that loose skin, inevitable. Inevitable. You're going to get loose skin because you're going to be losing weight at a really quick pace. At least in the beginning, you're going to be losing tons of weight at the beginning, particularly. It'll slow down, and that's another thing I've learned, that it slows the book down. But you know, loose skin is inevitable. You can do sit-ups, you can work strength training, you can do whatever you want to do to try to help it, but you're going to have loose skin, and it's just a fact that you're going to have to accept and live with. You know, if you're lucky enough to be able to get plastics or skin removal surgery, then more power to you. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. Not just because I just can't afford it, but for me, it's really not that important. It's just not. Maybe if I was younger or something, it would be more important to me, but it's really not. I'm just happy with being at a healthy weight, and the loose skin is sort of like a badge of honor for me. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. Let me show you some of what it looks like. So if you can see, this is my tum-tum. Let me pull that down. This is what loose skin looks like, for me anyways, after losing almost 100 pounds. So, you know, this is not fat. This is all skin. This is skin, skin, skin. So, you know, mine is not as bad as other people's that I've seen. And, you know, that's good. But at the same time, it's definitely there. And it's not pretty. I'm not going to show you just because I'm not wearing undies, but I'm not going to show you my thighs, but my inner thighs are like this too, with the wrinkly kind of skin showing there. But, you know, it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, you know, I just tuck it in my pants and I'm good. You know, I'm cool. Let me fix this. So, what is this? Okay. So yeah, you know, no biggie. So that's one thing. The other thing is, and I've talked about this a little bit, I think, in some of my other videos, is that the hunger will come back. This is a big old fat lie that the surgeon told me, and I've heard a lot of people talk about that with this surgery, you're going to get rid of the hunger hormone and you're not going to be hungry. If that happens to you, you're fucking lucky, you know? I mean, I did not find that to be true at all. When I first got out of surgery, in the first several months, probably the first 4, 5, 6 months, I didn't feel hunger really, and I just ate on a schedule. And, you know, I think it had a lot to do with still being in the process of healing. So that's why I didn't feel hungry, physically hungry. The physical hunger, it comes back. I get hungry. I do. I get hungry. And, you know, sometimes I feel it, you know, my stomach's growling even, and I'm getting, you know, like a physical feeling of hunger. And, you know, it takes a lot less to satisfy that urge, so that's good. But it seems like I also feel it a lot sooner than I used to before. So it's definitely something that I have to work with and deal with and, you know, monitor my eating, because, you know, sometimes I feel, especially during period week, sometimes I feel hungry almost constantly. So that's something I am learned. It does come back. Okay. And I guess kind of going along with that is the head game. I didn't realize before I had the surgery just what a head game this surgery is, because there are times that I feel so depressed because I want to just be like, you know, a regular normal person and gorge myself at the Chinese buffet, you know, and it's depressing. It's depressing to not be able to do those things that you used to do. And I know that sounds kind of nuts. I mean, I'm glad I can't do that, but at the same time, it's kind of depressing. And, you know, that I can't just eat an ice cream sundae or, you know, go to the Chinese buffet. I can't go out for steak and eat a steak, you know. Somebody said, you know, and said about me to another member of my family that I was a drag because when I go out to eat, you know, I'm full after a couple bites, and so it's no fun to go out to eat with me anymore, that I'm a drag to be around. And, you know, that hurt. That really hurt. And, you know, the person saying that wasn't intending to hurt me, I don't think, but it hurt. And it's hard to deal with. And, you know, holidays are hard, and just dealing with the way people perceive you in a different body is hard. I thought it would be all happy, but it's not. It's really not. And these things are things that I didn't expect, really. And it's something that you definitely need to be aware of, and that you want to make sure that you have support systems in place for when you are feeling depressed or down or anxious or kind of on the outside, because this surgery and going through this process makes you feel like an outsider a lot. And I didn't expect that, and you know, it's not easy. So I think definitely therapy would be good, and definitely having someone or a group of people who support you and you can talk to is essential. So I've definitely learned that. Along with that, I'm not glad I'm old, okay? Along with that, kind of piggybacking on that, I've learned in this journey that not everyone is supportive. Not everyone cares what you're going through, and people who know you and who you thought maybe would care don't. And not everybody is supportive of you, and people are even downright rude and cruel to you now. And that's hard. That's hard to deal with. The flip side of that, though, that is good that I've noticed is that there are people who are super supportive and who got your back, who you didn't really expect would. And that's cool. Last thing I want to talk about is what I've really learned is not to compare myself with other people. People told me this from the beginning. Before I had the surgery, right after I had the surgery, all the way through this journey, people say, you know, don't compare yourself with others. Everybody's journey is different. But you don't really get it until you're in it. People say that to me, like I said, all the time, and still say it to me, and I hear it all the time in the community, and it doesn't mean a whole lot until you're really in there. It's nice to be part of a community where you're sharing your before and afters and stuff like that, but don't compare yourself to other people, because everybody's body is different, everybody's journey is different. I'm a slower loser than most people, and at times it's very, very hard to see someone who is my same age, my same height, who's, 20, 30 pounds ahead of me in the weight loss department. That's been really hard. And it's been hard not to compare myself with those people. But you've got to make a conscious effort not to compare yourself. And if you are, looking at everybody's before and after, stop yourself. Do a total social media strike for a while until you can, get yourself into a better place. Because it's not good. It's not good. And it's hard not to do. So that's that. 1 year. Woo! I made it, y'all. And I will keep you posted on the next, year, the next 6 months, how I'm doing. And I hope you will give me a thumbs up, and I hope you will watch the other videos and leave me some comments down below and let me know where you are in the journey and how you're doing and your thoughts and whatnot. And I hope you will check out the new Golden Girls segment I have on the channel and my Tidbit Tuesday. And I hope you will have a lovely, lovely day. Take care.